For further one says, learn to eat, learn to speak, learn to open learning packets. That's it. Speaking and communicating is not born naturally, but it's a process of accumulation and learning of each person. So, how can you communicate effectively and how to become a sophisticated person in communication? If we want to communicate effectively, we need to learn how to understand the other person's psychology along with impressive skill, how to create a compelling story to make others want to talk to us. The psychological tips below are extremely useful tips to make you an engaging and interesting communicator. The fourth tip is, if you want to get positive feedback from someone, please note when communication. When conveying an important message and want others to agree with you, not slightly when you talk. This will cause the other person to subconsciously copy together and influence their thoughts, making them truly agree with what you say. Tip number 2 is, if you want other people's attention, repeat what they say to you. One of the ways to leave an expression on others is to understand what the other person is saying. This manifests itself in flow in action. When someone tells you an important story, listen and repeat the main ideas. This will make them feel the focus you put on their story. Tip number 3 is silence. When you ask someone something and you don't get satisfactory answer, make a gesture of waiting, keep quiet and look them in the eye. This puts a peak of pressure on others, but is very effective for gathering information. Tip number 4 is making reasonable requirements to get the partner agree. You can make small requests to make it possible for everyone to work together to solve the problem, and then your relationship will get better and better. Similarly, for last request, we should also call for cooperation to develop the relationship together and achieve the best result. Of course, your requirement must be reasonable and co-involving. Tip number 5 is, avoid talking when the people are tired. Life is increasingly stressful, making us always busy at work and sometimes unbalanced. Therefore, we need to rest and avoid being disturbed. When the body restores energy, you should pay attention to the physical health and mental state of the communicator in order to behave appropriately. Don't say important things and ask others to listen when they tire us. That will put the relationship of into strain and effective communication.